AITA for choosing my husband over my divorced dad, who has nowhere else to go. My husband and I have been together for 7.5 years, living together for over 6. We have a good life, a 3-bedroom house, plans to upgrade to 4 bedrooms, and we're hoping to start a family soon. But right now, we're dealing with a situation that's putting serious strain on our marriage, and I honestly don't know if I'm being a terrible daughter or a reasonable wife. My parents divorced after 25 years of marriage. My mom got their house in the settlement, which left my dad in a complicated position. He works all over the world, contracts that last 6 to 10 weeks at a time, full-time, intense work. Then he gets a break, anywhere from 5 days to 3 weeks, depending on when his company decides to send him out again. It's often last minute, so planning is nearly impossible for him. Because of this lifestyle, my dad doesn't really have a permanent home base. He left a lot of his belongings at our place after the divorce, and honestly, we have the space. When he's on break, it's not unusual for him to stay with us. Sometimes it's a week, sometimes longer. One time it was 2 whole months. Here's the thing, my dad is a considerate guest. He spends most of his time in the bedroom we've designated for him, trying to give us space and privacy. He doesn't hog the TV or make demands. He actually cooks for us pretty often, which is nice. And recently, he gave us an incredibly generous gift, €6,000 toward the house we want to buy. That's not a small amount, especially in Ireland where everything is expensive. But my husband is reaching his breaking point. The last time my dad visited was back in April, and he stayed about 7 days. This time in November, he's been here for almost 3 weeks, and he still doesn't have a flight ticket out. My husband told me straight up that he doesn't feel comfortable in our own home when my dad is here. He feels like he has to be on his best behavior constantly, like he can't fully relax. He also mentioned that my dad doesn't clean up after himself as much as he should, and that he talks over people sometimes during conversations. I see these things as pretty minor issues. My dad is 55 and set in his ways, but he's family. Where I come from, an Eastern European country, it's completely normal for extended family to live together or stay for extended periods. A couple of weeks doesn't seem like a big deal to me. But I understand this is affecting my husband's quality of life in his own home. We had a conversation about it, and my husband initially said he doesn't want my dad staying with us anymore at all. After talking it through, he agreed to compromise, maximum 7 days per visit. After that, my dad would need to book a room somewhere else. But here's my problem. Accommodations in Ireland are incredibly expensive, and my dad doesn't have any other family members he can visit during his breaks. I feel torn in half. My husband is my priority. He's been patient about this for years, and he's a great partner. I don't want him to feel uncomfortable in his own home. But I also feel like a terrible daughter for even considering telling my dad he needs to leave or limit his visits so severely. He has nowhere else to go, and he's been nothing but generous and respectful. So I'm asking, am I the jerk here for considering kicking my dad out? And if I do need to have this conversation with him, how on earth do I bring it up without destroying our relationship?